There's also the idea of a better life beyond selling drugs. An example is shown in episode 8 when Stringer Bell goes to a macroeconomics class at college. Many of us assume that people sell drugs to make money fast, but this show gives us a glimpse into another world. It shows us that they may need to sell drugs in order to provide for their family. These people aren't just selling drugs to sell drugs. It's a game. They are playing it to achieve better things in life. When you look at the scene of Stringer Bell in college, you see the image of a businessman, not the image of a gangster. Now, I would like to define how these looks may be shown. When we think of a businessman, we think of someone who is dressed up in a suit, someone who is educated, someone who is chivalrous. However, when we think of a gangster, we think of someone who is the complete opposite, someone who wears sagged jeans, someone who may not look as good or be as educated. Lastly, when we look at someone in poverty, we usually assume that they may not have the sufficient clothes. They may smell bad due to the lack of access to the proper facilities, but that is not always the case. If you Google the word poverty, it would tell you it means the state of being extremely poor. But poorness is not defined by only wealth. Maybe if Wallace and those kids had parents, they wouldn't have been living the life they were living.